Are you living a life that you absolutely love living? Do you have dreams for your future that are just not happening? And deep down you know that procrastination may be what is going on, and it is absolutely keeping you stuck. So today we're going to be discussing procrastination and how procrastination is the thief of time. I'm pretty certain you've heard that expression before, right? It's a very powerful quote. Most people aren't living the life that they want simply because their current thought paradigm causes them to procrastinate about the very things that will help them get to the life that they really would love to live. So what is a paradigm? A paradigm is a collection of thought patterns that produce habits, that produce results, that may or may not be in harmony with what you really want. Not every pattern, however, or paradigm is negative. Some of the patterns work great for you, and other patterns are working to keep you stuck. So if you have dreams for your life that are not happening, if you want to know what your paradigm is producing in your life, all you have to do is look at your results. Your results are a perfect mirror for the pattern that you are living by. That pattern operates through thinking and feeling and action. All those three things equal the results that you have. So if you would love some things different in your life, if you would love to break through in your love life, if you would love to break through in your money life, if you'd love to break through in your business life, something that you would love to create or do or have or give, and it's not happening in your life, you can know that what you would love is not in harmony with your paradigm. Your paradigm is not going to produce that life. So we have to address that, because this is how a paradigm works. Your paradigm's three stealth weapons are distraction, dissuasion, and DEFCON 1, your fight or flight response. The truth is, you have more power than you know, and you are, in the same way I am, responsible for our own results. No one is going to create your dreams for you, and no dream can come true if you don't dream it. So let's for a moment, let's pause here and take a look at those three things that the paradigm does. So you have a dream for your life. This is the year I'm going to find my soulmate. This is the year I'm going to open that business. And you mean it. And life happens. Then it's 3 months, it's 6 months, then it's a year. Then it becomes like, wow, it's been 5 years I've been telling myself this. And still not happening. And you know deep down that you're not a bad person. It's just that life happens. What's going on is there is a very powerful pull to the familiar that comes from the paradigm. It's an operating system by which it governs your life in the same way a thermostat governs the temperature in a room that you are in. So life starts to feel a little bit better. The paradigm is going to shut it down. It starts to get, it starts saying stuff to you like, wow, this is too good to last. When is the other shoe going to drop? You know, humans say these things to themselves, which is a code for my paradigm is uncomfortable with this change because things are getting better than I'm used to. So your paradigm, when you start to say, I'm going to live a bigger, fuller life, the paradigm says, okay, I don't think you really want that. I don't think you deserve that. Who do you think you are to deserve that? And the idea of dissuasion is doing its very best to get you to decide not to go forward. So let me for a moment remind you for a fact that you are more than your body. You are more than the life that you are currently living. You did not create yourself. You can't breathe yourself. You can't even make your heart beat one time under your own power. And neither can I. It's something sacred. It's something wonderful. Something wonderful is happening with you and me. This thing called life. Life itself is ever fuller, freer, and a fuller expression of itself. We have patterns of a life that we have lived. The moment we set a goal that is greater than the life that we've lived, that paradigm wakes up and the voice of the familiar wakes up and tries to talk us out of it. We've heard that voice many a time talking to you, telling you that the part of you that wants to move forward, don't pay attention to that part. Pay attention to this part that you are comfortable in, your comfort zone. And what happens, we tend to listen to one side more than the other. It's easy to believe the voice of the paradigm. It's easy to believe in the voice of contraction. It's easy to believe that that voice is right. It will try to argue out of it, and it will use the power of dissuasion, not the power of persuasion. But if you don't let it dissuade you, you put your stake in the ground and you say, I'm going forward. I'm doing my thing. The next thing that the paradigm will use is tomorrow. Don't do it today. In fact, you'll be more creative if you just check your Facebook. You'll be more creative if you check your emails. Get the car washed. Do this tomorrow. The paradigm gets you to live the tomorrow syndrome, but tomorrow never happens. Tomorrow is always going to be out there. Tomorrow is always going to be out there. That's where it wants to take you. If it can't dissuade you, it's going to seek to distract you. You need to decide to take the step today to move into the direction of your dream and alter your schedule and your calendar. And the next thing that you're going to find is that there's this feeling that comes over you, a little bit overwhelming, that you feel a little bit fearful because the paradigm is actually dying. You're no longer giving your soul force to a restrictive pattern. You're now designing a new pattern. The old pattern is dying. So know that if you are going to go for a life that you really love living, you're going to take some steps on your own behalf, and you're going to go ahead and take the steps, not tomorrow. You're not going to let it dissuade you. You're not going to let it distract you. You're not going to let fear stop you, because successful people, highly successful people, are willing to be uncomfortable, not just for being uncomfortable, but they are willing to become uncomfortable in the interest of growth. You stay in your comfort zone, all you can have is what that paradigm has brought you, because that's where your comfort zone is. So you want solutions for overcoming procrastination, and here's a few. You can notice what you notice. You can notice whether the voice inside, let's take a step, or the voice is saying, you can't do this, you're not good enough, or whatever, do it tomorrow. And when you notice what you're noticing, and you notice that the paradigm is starting to gain your attention, push your internal pause button and say, I have two choices here. One is to contract, one is to expand. What is a step I could take that would move me in the direction of my dream, or the love of my life, for the business I want, for mending fences and having a better relationship with my children, or my parents, or my husband, or my wife, or my partner, or whatever? What is the step that I could take? That's your internal pause button. Take some action that will move you into a new frequency really well. It will change things. Immediately when you take positive action, your paradigm has a less hold on you. Now, the life you desire is not on the frequency of the life that you've been living. To help you step into that life that you would really love living, and to support you in that life, join a group that is hell-bent on bringing that into actualization. We are stronger than our circumstances, and this is when you're going to discover 3 proven ways for overcoming fear and other low vibration frequencies. Be able to live a vision-driven life that you love living, the life that you want, the life that you've been wanting. Let's get it.